some new ammo coming out next month.
I do. You know, I think the American dream, as I said on the radio, ultimately means you have your own signature line of ammunition.
How sweet is that?
How cool is that? So a guy said, a real ballistician, I mean a real ammo loading freak, told me he could load the best ammo in the world. And right now, this is the time to be a shooter. Best guns in the world right now. More guns than ever before. The best, most accurate, dependable guns than ever before. And the best ammo right off the shelf. The best ammo right off the shelf. But this guy convinced me, and I've been testing it for about a year now, and my ammo is killer stuff. I mean, as accurate as you can possibly hold your gun, and totally dependable and hard-hitting stuff. So Ted Nugent ammo will be available every place this year.
Sweet. How good is that?
I mean, it's perfect.
It's about time.
You know, I like that.
Yeah, I like that stuff too. Well, you know, we also talked about some of the things that you've been doing, inducted into the Bow Hunters Hall of Fame.
How about that? How cool is that? Huh?
That is good. Ben Pearson, one of the Arkansas's top people.
Ben Pearson was always a hero. I continue to communicate with Mary Pearson through many, many years. Ben Pearson is a legend, just like Fred Bear and Howard Hill.
Bear,
So I'll take one of those waters there, my friend. Thank you, sir. And everybody in Arkansas should know the name Ben Pearson. He was one of the pioneers of bow hunting and archery. So that legend should be celebrated by my fellow bow hunters in Arkansas. And to be in the same Hall of Fame with him and Fred Bear, how cool was that?
You did a tribute to Bear, obviously.
All my life,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know this, Ted comes up to Arkansas and duck hunts in the Stuttgart area. He's got a lot of friends up here in Arkansas.
I do great hunting up here. Governor Huckabee and his son David have invited me over the years. I've only come once, but I'm going to fix that. You're going to take me.
Are we okay? And we're going to talk about your dogs. They're not for sale, right?
No, I'm telling you, if it wasn't for my Labrador Retrievers, I wouldn't even bother duck hunting. I love my Labrador.
Yeah, they help make
really examine why Ted Nugent's Spirit of the Wild is voted #1 all the time by the viewers. It's not because I'm cute. It's because we're honest and we're raw and we don't apologize. We don't harvest game. We kill it.
Right.
We kill our dinners. Killing deer is perfect. Killing renewable wildlife resources is perfect conservation, perfect environmentalism, and I've got a wonderful gang of kids, sons and daughters and grandkids. My wife, Shemaine, is probably the deadliest woman in the world with a bow and arrow. So we've always emphasized families. I was raised in a hunting family, and I see that emphasis, like kids and introducing new shooters. It's all about the family. And even though we like to get away from home once in a while and maybe go off on our own, I think we have to always remember to keep it a family activity and to invite the family. But more important than our own family is reach out to the neighbors that maybe don't hunt and fish and turn their families onto it, because the family is where quality of life begins. And if you can do things in the great outdoors, it's just that much more fun. And it's very educational. And the discipline of a good camping trip, the discipline of a quality deer hunt is the kind of discipline that teaches kids to be accountable and responsible. So it's all about family.
Yeah, and outdoor families are very strong, family-oriented.
That's right. They're producers. You know, we do a lot of charity work with the military charities. God bless the United States military and their families. Because freedom is not free, and the sacrifices the military and their families make are what allows us to live like this and to do rock and roll concerts and to be private property owners and have Second Amendment rights. So whenever we do a charity for a military, which is pretty much every week of the year, and for children's charities, the #1 donator, the most generous donations for I've signed bows and arrows and guns and skulls and, and guitars. Whenever I donate stuff, literally, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of items a year. The #1 donation always comes from hunting families. Nice. Because what is the greatest compliment you can give somebody? That they're grounded. They're connected, they're reliable, they're honest, they're trustworthy. A person is grounded. Well, that comes from the term of the ground. We're of the ground. We touch the earth, we work the land. We celebrate God's creation. The ultimate celebration of God's creation and the ground is hunting, fishing, and trapping. People who hunt and fish and trap are grounded, both figuratively and literally. And when you're that grounded and you understand how precious food and clothing and shelter and medicine and the spirit from animals and the earth that benefits our quality of life, you just are a more conscientious person.
No doubt about it.
And you're more generous. So the hunting families of this country, whenever we do a charity, they donate the most. And every time, I got to tell you, when I do the radio and TV charity auctions, I make sure I challenge the anti-hunters.
Okay.
I say, you know what? If you think you're better than hunters, donate more than the hunting families are.
There you go.
And to this day, they never have. Because if you're anti-hunting, you're weird. If you're anti-hunting, you're a liar. Because you can't not hunt the deer.
Yeah.
You can't not hunt.
And the hunters have done so much in the last year. How many meals did you say that we have provided?
There's a perfect example. Without the government waste and the bureaucrats messing things up, our Hunters for the Hungry program donates almost 300 million meals of venison that we the people harvest, we the people gut, we the people butcher, we the people cook, and we the people donate to the homeless shelters and the soup kitchens with government interference nowhere to be found, which is why we're able to do it. But we had to fight the bureaucrats to make it legal in some states. For example, the governor of New York wouldn't allow hunters to share venison, but it was all right for a homeless person to scrape trash from a dumpster.
Right, right.
Yeah, I mean, just think how insane the anti-hunting mentality is. Oh, it's okay to scrape garbage from the street, but not share pure, perfect organic venison. You have to literally be on drugs to think like that. So get involved with your Hunters for the Hungry program. Nowadays, there's more turkeys than ever, more deer than ever, do you know there's more cougars and more black bears in America now than ever in recorded history? And that's food on the hoof. That's all food.
Yeah, yeah.
So we need
nothing better to pass on.
We share with our family and friends, but also the Hunters for the Hungry program. So this is all perfect stuff, man. The great outdoors, man. I'm a fan.
Outdoors, the fan. Uncle Ted and Big Ed.
All right, Big Ed and Uncle Ted. God bless the great outdoors. Keep hunting, fishing, and trapping, and God bless the heroes of the U.S. military and their families. Without you, we wouldn't have an American dream. Thank you very much.
Thank you.